We're here at the toughest playground, the Hechlingen BMW Motorrad Enduro Park, and we're going to be taking the R1300 GS around this gigantic playground.
So as you can see, the Hechlingen Park is huge, but just those few bikes at the top there. I think one of them is Sean, and he's just heading up and over these bumpy, sandy, gravelly ridges all along the top there. It's such an awesome place. It's such a shame how much it's raining today, but I guess he's going to learn a lot.
Right, here we go, the R1300. I've been looking forward to riding this for a long time. All right, here in Hechlingen, this is an awesome place. I think the last time I was here, it must have been 10, 12 years ago perhaps. It's a great place. Oh, this bike feels a lot lighter than the last model. Feels tiny, in fact.
So there is about 40 people riding today in this torrential rain. We've actually had a full weather warning for how bad the rain has been the past few weeks here in Germany. However, everybody is out and everybody is having a lot of fun. I am stood under a giant umbrella and taking some pictures and watching them. It is quite intimidating how steep some of these inclines are, but anyway, let's see how Sean is doing.
It's been raining quite a bit here recently, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop. Today is actually, well, now is the driest it's been all day. And we're going up again. Maybe a little bit too much on that one. I think it's better in second.
So you might be wondering why we're doing this Hechlingen training. Well, as Sean and I gear up to do more and more bigger tours, we don't take that lightly at all, and we want to be completely prepared. And there's some things that I can't do and some things that Sean is more expertise in. And we decided that we wanted to get better at off-roading, me included. So we thought the best way to start is doing a couple of days here in Hechlingen on his own, so he can really get a feel for the bike and also try out the R1300. He's never been on it before. It's his first time today. I'm really interested to see what he thinks about it. It looks like it's performing really well and it looks a lot lighter. So let's see how this goes.
So we've been told to keep 2 fingers on the clutch, 1 on the brake. 1's enough. Interesting thing is you don't actually need to pull the clutch all the way to the bar for it to be engaged fully. Up to your fingers that are holding the handlebar is enough.
Everyone has been out for about an hour now in this torrential rain. Everyone's taking it quite easy and quite slow at the beginning. I think everyone's getting a feel for the bike, and obviously in these conditions it is, or it must be, very difficult out there. But I think as the weekend goes on, it's going to get a little bit more extreme. I've seen some of the instructors going up some of the inclines, and it's just incredible to see what these bikes are capable of. I'm watching from the sidelines, but yeah, it must be so much fun out there.
So Hechlingen Enduro Park, I think it's been open for, well, I think at least maybe 10, 20 years now. They've just expanded it, and today is the first time that we can ride the extra bits. But I don't know if we'll go here today or maybe tomorrow. But this is so much fun.
Now I'm in at the centre where everyone comes for coffee during the breaks, but everyone's outside riding at the moment. It's got a fantastic view of the parks and some of the inclines, but it's absolutely pouring down. I just grabbed myself a coffee, which I thought was quite cute because they have named it Enduro Pro because it's a double espresso. But I think everybody is getting ready to come in for a break. This is the first time today that they've opened the entire park. They have an entirely new section. So hopefully Sean will get to go on that a little bit later. But let me just show you the map of the entire park. So as you can see here, the park is huge, and I think they've just added another couple of acres to it. There's so much you can do on it. I think there's pretty much every type of terrain, and today we'll even have quite a few water crossings.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. How was that?
It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, the 1300's a lot lighter than the last one.
Really?
Yeah.
So it looks like they're heading out onto their next session now. The rain has not improved, but I think it's just adding to the fun. And off they go. Sean is just through there. Don't the 1300s sound great? And off they go onto a different section of the track now.
so need a nice run up to this one. It's quite busy today. There's, I think, 5 or 6 groups, maybe about 50-60 people here. But the park is so big that it really swallows us up. So there's plenty of space to play about. Oh, I think we're doing the steps again, if I remember rightly. Ooh, dum, 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 dum. And we're going back up by the looks of it. This wasn't too bad, this one, but it's the sharp turn to the left that I didn't like last time. Happy with that. Trouble is when you stop, gotta keep going.
So here's the instructor coming through now, and this is all of the group that Sean's in, and here he comes through the water.
Just need to make sure I look where we're going on that last little turn, then it should be okay. Otherwise you mess up that little hill climb there. Right, try and go a little bit wider this time. Look where you're going.
They're doing these little trails, just building up confidence, I think, in the bike, and with the water and the rain and everything. All of the different groups are heading around, and they're all led by one instructor.
Okay, we're going the opposite way now. We're going down and into the tight turn. Look what you want to go, Sean. I didn't like this one last time. Well, let's give it a go. I think I need a bit more speed than I did the time before. This one, keep looking straight, I think, is the trick to this one. This one's a steep one down. I'll try down here. Whoa, that's steep. There we go. That was like then you get to the top of the roller coaster and there's no stopping.
How was that, Sean?
Yeah, it was really awesome. It's actually a really nice day. I'm sweating in here, like, so I'm not cold at all, which is great. But I really like the 1300. It handles really well. It feels like a tiny bike. It really has made it feel like a small bike.
Wow, all right then. You look like you're having so much fun out there though.
I am, yeah. It's lunchtime already, and that time has gone by very quick.
So everyone has gone to lunch now. I'm sat here in the, I would say it's like the break room area. with my coffee and I'm just having a look at some of the photographs that I've been taking from the day. The weather has been relentless. It is positively British out there. It has been raining non-stop since we woke up at 7 a.m. and now it's, I think, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The off-roading training goes on until pretty much 5 p.m. this evening, so maybe we'll get a break in it, but I don't think so. But we'll be back again tomorrow and hopefully the weather's improved just a little bit. But I think everyone's having a lot of fun with all of the water on the tracks anyway. But I'm going to enjoy my coffee. Sean has rode off about 5 kilometers away to the lunch spot, and I'm just going to wait here for them to come back in a little bit and watch them further on. So cheers. First after lunch session, and I think that they are heading up into the new area in a little bit, but they're just doing some circles around. There has formed a river through the Enduro Park today. Here comes Sean now.
Really do get to practice everything you learn over and over again. There's a lot of like hills and bumps and rocks that you think, oh, there's no way I'm getting up that. But you just have to trust the bike. It's nice watching other people do it first, and then you know, okay, he is capable. But some of the things the instructors here at Hechlingen have been doing is very impressive. So this time we're trying it in second gear, because first apparently is too brutal. I quite liked it in first though for this this hill. It made me feel a bit better. Oh well. Right, we're in second. Let's give it a go. Whoa, we made it. Okay, that worked. Second was quite good. What a steep. A bit close to the edge for my liking there. Oh, the rain's coming down strong again. So the group has just stopped here. I think they're doing some of these little round turns here through the water and onto the rocky section. There is quite a lot of water going down, but everyone's it's just about to stop raining. So hopefully we're going to get another good hour out on the track. That's a tricky one. To be honest, I'm not looking forward to this one. Wasn't too bad. Yes. Oh, that was quite satisfying. Okay, squeeze through there. Oh, lights just come on. Oh, it's muddy. Just checking I'm still in enduro mode. As it's spinning right up.
What an awesome experience, and we have an entire another day for it tomorrow, and apparently it's going to be cloudy but not rainy, so it should be a day packed full of fun. But Sean had no idea that I was out on somebody else's bike on their pillion, so he just saw me like flying past him and I was like, hi. So I'm interested when he comes back what he has to say actually. I've never been on the back of anyone's bike before, that was the first time, and it was a lot of fun, and I don't think I would have trusted anybody else but the instructors here. They are absolutely fantastic, but I'm not sure where Sean is now, so let's go find him, see how his afternoon went, because mine was very exhilarating. Well, wasn't today absolutely insane?
Oh yeah, it really was. Today was amazing. I remembered how much I enjoyed it the first time I did it, but today was fantastic. And the new bike, the R1300 GS, is awesome. It's super light, it feels tiny as well. And yeah, all in all, it was a great day. Even though it rained, it was a lot of fun. The rain actually made it a lot more enjoyable as well.
I actually think it was a good thing to a point, because you're not always going to have blue skies and sun when you're on tour,
No,
are
not
you?
at all. And for the rocks, it made like little to no difference for them being wet. And if anything, there was no dust as well, so it was really good.
Yeah.
But the instructors, as always here, they're top notch. They make it look so effortless. They literally fly up those like steep inclines, and all of the things are like textbook every time.
Yeah.
But they're really good teaching as well.
Yeah, I think that one of the best things about Hechlingen is the fact that there are so many different skills you can pick up, because it's like not just off-roading, but you've got like the watercrossing bit, and then you've got rocky bit, and then you've got over the wood, and then over the mud.
Yeah.
It's not just like they focus only on gravel, it's like you can do every skill there.
Yeah, we did a section through the forest as well. It was super slippy though because of the mud, but
yeah,
again, it's great. The control you learn and just taking it slow and easy. It was really good.
What was the toughest part of your day?
It might have been towards the end of the day where the legs are a bit tired. I think I need to do a bit more squats next time. Yeah, we did like they put the little cones out to do the slalom, but they put it on a hill, so you kind of had to go downhill and then turn back uphill and then over and down again. I think I got it on the second or third attempt.
That sounds really difficult.
It was really tough, and it was towards the end of the day as well. And then he moved the cones like even further apart, so it made it even more. I didn't get it on that one, and then we called it a day because I think someone binned it then.
Well, my toughest part of the day was going on the back.
Well, you had a great time, didn't you? I saw you when I checked the phone. You were like on the other side of the park. I thought there's only one way you've got there.
Yeah, because it was my first time on the back of somebody else's bike, which couldn't have been better really, with it being such an amazing instructor. But it was like, he didn't take it easy on me at all.
Yeah, he went for it, didn't he?
He did. He took me up the steepest incline and then back down again. And the thing that I noticed the most with the new bike, with the 1300, the pillion seat is a lot smaller.
Yeah, I think that was the rally, wasn't it? It's kind of one seat. It's all one seat.
But it was still good. It didn't feel like, it didn't feel less cushioned, or it didn't feel uncomfortable. I mean, I was on it for about 35 minutes and it was
So I think one of the options for that is a two-piece seat set.
Okay.
But I mean, if you didn't feel like you needed it.
I didn't feel like I needed it at all. The pillion pegs are the tiny little ones, so they're like this big on it.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, which is, I've not had before. I'm used to them kind of being like this size. But I actually find it a little bit easier because I was using my toes and my heels to dig in.
They're grippy though, aren't they?
And they're dead grippy. So I'm actually thinking maybe of swapping the pillion pegs or seeing what comes up next, because it was my first time using them, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, because the rubber keeps falling off.
Yeah, the rubber keeps falling off, so we'll have to see about that. But it was so like a roller coaster. I always say it about being a pillion, but especially on some of those inclines and declines, you can't see anything anyway when you're a pillion, can you?
No.
But then when you pair, you can't see anything with, I know that there is a steep hill coming.
Yeah, some of those hills were extreme. Like I couldn't walk down them with my feet. Like, but on the bike, it just like rolls down there. You just have to trust. Yeah. No matter what comes up, whether it's a big patch of mud or a big boulder or something, it's just going to go over it.
Yeah, the other thing I loved about today was seeing what the bikes are capable of. Because I think sometimes you think, oh no, the bike can't do that. And then you see what the instructors are capable of doing with them over the logs, and it's like pouring down with rain. There was thunder at one point and lightning. And then people are just like flying up the top of a mountain and then descending down, and you're thinking, it gives you like a confidence.
Yeah. If you've got confidence in the bike, you know it's just yourself that's letting the side down. Yeah. It needs to be improved. But coming to Hechlingen is a great way to hone those skills and just to give it a go without worrying about, scratching or bashing your own bike up, because I know people say like, oh, you should be using, you don't have to care about that. But bikes are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
It's nice to keep them looking good, and you want to like look after them as best you can so you can resell them afterwards. So to go learn off-road on your own nice shiny bike is a bit harsh. So come to Hechlingen and you can just use all their bikes, and people were binning them quite a lot.
Yeah, there was quite a few offs today and everyone was laughing. It wasn't a big deal, and that was also nice, like the camaraderie in the community for people that you've just met and you're all like just getting to know each other. That was also cool.
Yeah, I like the fact that you can bin the bike, scratch the bike, and you're not charged for that.
No.
The only time you would be charged for damages is if you're being reckless and
as you should
stupid,
be.
But no one was doing that.
No one was.
So it's nice to know that you can push your limits a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe break the bike a bit, and you're not going to be held accountable. But they're the non-adventure ones. They had the protective engine casing.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
And there's little to no damage. They were dragging.
They didn't have wing mirrors on, did they?
No, the mirrors were off.
Because I feel like they would have broken very quickly.
And the screens are quite small too.
Yeah, but the other thing that was funny today, someone was actually saying, oh, there's no way you could do it with a pillion, like off-roading like it was. Yeah. And then when I went out and they saw it, they came back and they were like, oh, impressed. So I think that's, a lot of people think, oh, it's impossible to do the off-roading. It is purely skill.
Yeah.
It's not like the bike is not capable of being able to do it with a pillion, because I proved that today. And we did some awesome little sections. I really wished I was on the back with you though.
Yeah.
At some points.
I think I might just a bit more practice first on my own.
I think this is the perfect thing, isn't it? It's setting us up for how difficult that it might get, but like one of the instructors said today, and I thought it was a really good thing, he was like, we make the park as difficult as possible, knowing that you'll probably never use it on tours. If you end up in like a situation, it's very rare that you'll have to do an incline as steep as some of these. Yeah, non-stop all day. Yeah. So it's preparing you for the absolute worst so you can fully enjoy the tour. And I love that perspective. It was, and they're also teaching like emergency stops mid like steep parts. Yeah. They were even doing stops in water as well. Okay, and then getting them to go again. Yeah. So I thought that was cool, because like what if you do see something and when you're going through them you need to turn around. Or if you feel like you're not going to make it, you need like you need a plan B. Because at some points the water today was knee deep on me. And the bikes were, some of them were having the, what do they call it when the water goes? Well, they get flooded. The engine gets flooded, and then they were trying to start them again and they're smoking everywhere, and it was kind of nice to see that no one really cared. Yeah. And it was just like a normal thing. Yeah, instead of panicking. Yeah. Or writing a Facebook post about what to do. But But it is gonna be dinner time now. We're gonna go out for dinner with everybody that we rode with today and the BMW team. And then I think we need an early night because we've had a few very late nights. And then tomorrow we get to do it all again.
Yeah, doing it all again tomorrow. Do you want to take that picture of the apples home with you, Em, or are you going to leave that one in?
No, I think I'm good with that one.
It's a lot of apples, isn't it? I think the hotel is called the Apple Inn or something.
Yeah,
it is fitting.
But I think I have quite a few photos to go through and lots of videos.
All right, I'm going to jump in the shower and we'll head off to dinner.
So it is day 2 here at Hechlingen Enduro Park, and they are already out on the hills, they're on the gravel this morning. We have light rain and drizzle and lots of low cloud, but it's looking a lot better conditions than yesterday. So everybody was super excited this morning to get out on the bikes. Hi, have fun. So they've gone straight out today onto some of the little hills in the centre of the park. You can just see Sean heading over there now. He's on the 1300 again, and I think, unfortunately for Shadow, he's falling in love. It's gone a bit crazy out here. Everyone's out. Everyone wants to do these small little trails and tracks with the inclines. Sean's just nipping around. I think he's heading up again. Gonna give us a wave, maybe not, just a smile. Full concentration.
So the sun has finally come out at Hechlingen Enduro Park and is super warm. Oh, we're going over the logs again. Here we go.
They are having so much fun out here today on the park. Up and down and around. Some of these inclines are so steep. This one they're doing now is quite technical. I think it's quite narrow. Then they head up over again. That's the instructor. And then behind is Sean. And they are heading up the steepest, maybe one. I don't think it's the rockiest, but it might be the steepest. And they're heading up diagonally. There goes Sean. Well done. And then they're heading straight back down just on the other side. So there comes the instructor in the red jacket and Sean is straight after. And then they come and do some circles, slow speed maneuvers, and then head on up again. What an awesome, awesome place. So they're just doing this little mole stand that is covered in tree trunks. There goes Sean. I feel like we'll use that one a lot. Looks like they are heading up. Nicely done, Sean. Okay, so it looks like they weren't heading far. They've headed up quite fast onto the second section of the park. So you can see how this loops around the basin, and then they're heading up over one of the little bunny hills. Sean's the third one, I think. Oh no, the fourth. It's so hard to see him in that black suit, but it's a really tricky little section, this, and then heading down. Instructor there showing us how it's done. And then nice and easy. There goes Sean. Perfect. Here he comes now, just over the edge. He's going to be a pro at this by the time we're finished.
Some of these big ruts and bumps, you just have to trust that the bike's going to go and take them. And so far, it has every time. I think we're heading back to the circle now. Oh, the semicircle. Oh no, they're still going. Oh, crossing the pond. There's multiple reasons not to mess this one up. Just about got dry, I don't fancy getting wet again.
I think they're heading up again. They're doing it the opposite way, which I think has a little bit more of an incline. There's Sonny. I'm embarrassed at him being very much the cheerleader wife today. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I really, really hope we don't ever have to use this on our tours, but at least he can do it. I can at least walk up.
And down we go. I think you just let it run free. No aggressive moves. These are just my thoughts, by the way. If there's any other tips you've got, feel free to write them in the comments. That looks slippy. Whoa, whoa. That was slippy. So we're reducing our speed again for the control. Into the little wooded turn section. Hip out. I think we're having a drink. I need one.
Okay, it's getting a bit trickier now. We're on the more gravelly descent and going straight down. So that was the instructor, and Sean is at the back of the pack. And this one, I'm giving him a big thumbs up. My heart is racing. It's so steep, the incline, you can't even imagine it. But here he comes, last one there. Smashed it, as always. Well done. Okay, you can just about see how steep this section is. Here goes Sean now, heading up into it. Oh, well done.
There's Em's catching another ride this time. I have a big trust for the instructors here. I think Em's in safe hands. She's probably in safer hands if she was sitting behind me. That's for sure. But I think she's going to have a good time. And here we are at the viewpoint.
So they must have gone up and down 6 or 7 times, and now they're heading through a water section which is just over that ridge, and then back round. I think they might do the little hill again, but I'm not sure. It's so fun watching them.
I'm going in the mud again. Look where you're going, keep revs up. Yeah, ooh, that was close. This is a bit tricky, this one. Gotta look where you're going.
So I think now they are heading off to a different location than they were at yesterday. There's Sean. He's quite difficult to spot in the all black suit, to be honest, and I am gonna head in here and grab myself a coffee.
Oh, a bit of a water. How deep is this one? Pretty deep, this one. Don't want to fall in there. I think we've got another hour or so left of today, so let's make the most of it. But lad, has it been such an enjoyable weekend. Make a slow descent here and let it go. Oh, it looks like we're about to go into a gravel pit, like a deep one. Guess we should give it a go. Doesn't look like it's going very well. That was alright actually. The trick I think with that one was lean as much forward as you can. Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, there is a huge part of me that wants to be out there on the pillion seat with him. It's awful watching him doing some of these things without me. I've got major FOMO, but it's so great to see him learning these skills, and I'm so proud of him today. He's always up for a challenge, and they're off, they're going again. As you can see, they're over the little hill there on the second level, heading over the top. That's Sean on the approach, and now they're heading down.
What you can learn in just 2 days on this bike is, it's amazing really. And I know a lot of people say that these bikes do not handle well off-road. Come and try it for yourself, because they're pretty damn good. I think this R1300 GS is coming out at, is it 230 kilograms, 239 kilograms? That's not that much more than a super sport bike, to be honest. And you don't fill up the tank full. I'll go through the forest now. I don't remember this bit. This one looks tricky. That was pretty steep. It was one of those moments where you just have to keep going and hope for the best. But feels good when you finally get up there. Or you don't fall. That looks very narrow. Heading down there. That's okay. Kind of guides the front wheel. It's a little bit bumpy. Just keep looking forward, stop looking down. Let the bike deal with all the obstacles, nothing I can do anyway. Forward, 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 forward.
I am down in the basin right now. Short one is somewhere up there with his group in the trees. I think they're practicing a little bit of more technical, slow speed moves at the moment. But before that, they were heading up and down the basin, practicing going uphill and then back downhill. And hopefully they're going to come back in a little bit and do some of the bigger, steeper inclines, because he hasn't done so many of those yet, but lots of water crossings, which I think we'll use a lot as we continue to tour around Europe and then go a bit further afield. But you didn't hear that from me, that's a secret. But now we'll be heading, I'm going to go and walk up there a little bit so I can get some shots of him and hopefully get some videos of him. But honestly, he's just having the best time, and I think everybody here is just having the best time now that the blue skies are out. But it's still trickier conditions because there's still big pools of water everywhere, but at least they don't have rain coming down of them and wind and thunder like we had yesterday. So the mood and the spirit at the park is really good this afternoon.
It's funny, if there's a big rock in your way and there's no other rock either side of it, if you look at it, you hit it So, like most things in life, it's best just to ignore them. Oh, this bike is good. It's effortless up there. Such a good bike, honestly. If you look at these hills, you think you'll never get up there, and it flies up there, and the tractions are awesome. Second gear on these climbs, it's less aggressive than first, in both its engine braking and when you give it some gas. There's been a lot to learn on this weekend, but when you finally remember what to do, it seems to come together. But there's so much more to challenge you here. Oh, what an awesome training day this is. So the training here at Hechlingen is split up into 3 groups, obviously beginner, medium and advanced. And then there's 3 groups within each group, so you can be sure you're in the right group. And I think they base it on your experience off-road, but also how many kilometers that you ride in a normal year. That wasn't very smooth. I thought I was about to be launched up into air then. It ended okay though. That's the main thing. Most of the time you're your own enemy in these places. You're focused like then, I just saw that rock and just focused on it. And then it caused grief. Oh, that's narrow. Is the boxer going to fit through there? Smiles on everyone's faces at the moment. We're trying to do these as slow as we can. And this is the one I don't like. It's alright that time. I came off the throttle though. This is a steep one. You can't actually see it until you're going down it. And I think that's it. Taking the bikes to be washed and be put away. Oh, what an amazing couple of days this was. I have to say, the instructors here are so good, they're so talented. Their teaching methods are perfect, and they have got no holding back to telling you what you need to do. Oh, this has been truly awesome. What an experience.
That was awesome. How was your day?
Oh, it was awesome, you're right, Tony.
Ready for a very long drive home though. I think we have, what is it, 4 hours?
Yeah, it's 4 hours 15 if we don't hit any traffic. I'm pretty tired after this weekend then, but it should be a relaxing drive home.
Hopefully not in too wet or rainier weather, I'm hoping.
No, they've had quite a few floods here, haven't they?
Yeah, we had severe weather warnings, but there is blue skies on the horizon. But you must be exhausted. I think those last few sessions, there was quite a few accidents. It's kind of similar to the track, isn't it?
It is. That last afternoon and last hour, that's when the accidents happen. But no, I'm feeling good, and I think it'll be a relaxing journey back home.
Yeah. What was your favourite part of the whole weekend?
Well, it's hard to say really. I was quite nervous actually when we first got here, because it's quite an intimidating environment with all those brand new bikes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And people of all levels. It can be quite intimidating. But I think after the first session, I felt a lot better and more settled.
I loved seeing you do the inclines and getting steeper and steeper and steeper. It was such a way to see your progression over the weekend with everybody.
Yeah. When you first came here and I saw those inclines, it was like, well, we're not going to be going up them on this weekend.
Yeah.
But no, it was great.
And the fact you did steps. Steps is a big one.
Yeah, the steps. I didn't even know there were steps until like the front wheel was pointing down. It was like point of no return. But also this afternoon we did another route, and it was kind of in the forest, and you couldn't really see where the route was going. And it did a sharp right, but then all of a sudden it went super steep with like a left at the top, and there was rocks everywhere. I was a little bit unprepared for that one, but it went okay in the end. It wasn't perfect by any means, but it went all right.
Oh, well, I'm really glad you had such a good weekend and you learnt so much, because we're definitely going to be using it.
Yeah, you could definitely. Yeah, we're going to be using that sometime in the future. I don't know where or in what country.
No, I don't even know what we're doing tomorrow, if we're honest. So
yeah, let's just get home first and then we can decide.